All right, welcome back. We're talking women on this segment, and of course, it's not all about me alone. I'm always going to be challenging her to sing it because I know she sings more than I do. Good morning.
Good morning, darling.
Pleasure.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
New days, new everything.
Oh my God, I was so happy yesterday. I was so excited. I saw not just the fact that 2020 just brought this inexplicable joy to my heart, and I felt like, wow, it looks as if it's going to be. I hope that God continues to grant us lots of joy and happiness all through the year.
I was looking for what to represent 2020 greetings from all those images that I sent to you. I looked and I didn't find any. I just said, let me concoct my own greetings, and it was so pleasant to me, I think, and a lot of people said they appreciate it. And I just said that I wish everyone pleasant and fantastic experiences that will end in praises. So that by the end of the year, all you do is just to praise God. So that's my wish for you for the new year.
2020.
The new decade, new month, new year, new day.
New decade, new day, new year, new month.
New month.
It's a whole lot put
It's a whole lot of news.
together.
So stay calm.
Yes.
And start again.
And last week we were talking about queens and queens. Why the beef? Why the sudden struggle to be put the other person down and overshoot? But today we're going to be focusing more on, okay, if that is really not true, if that is in the spirit or in the mind, like we said, if that is there, how do we change the narrative? How do we encourage more women to support women this new year?
That was what we're going to be handling.
No, but we're talking about queens and queens, yes.
But you have to understand that there's going to be female rivalry, whether you like it or not. It's an
anyway, we established that fact.
It's psychological because papers sell a lot more, and you've seen the stories over the years where Tonya Hardin and all those, sports women are going to be beefing each other once in a while, because again, we explained it last week. We said it was mostly because of how we are made. We're so sensitive to another woman around us.
Yes.
Sometimes you hold it quickly. You observe somebody else more than the men would. You know how we women always like to give you details of every event. That's because you've paid attention to every nooks and corner of person. I once had a sister. If you come to my house, my sister will have noticed your hair down to your color of lashes, to your shoes. She memorizes everything as if she's a sponge. So I'm always so amazed. Why do you pay so much attention? She said, that's the way we women are made. Okay, so this exists, but then how do we develop it into a positive
vibe and not negative?
Vibe? It's going to. I mean, I'm going to notice that you're thinner than me now.
Definitely.
That your shoes are prettier than mine, or something like that. So,
but that shouldn't mean I should beef you.
Yeah, but we look at what we see.
Envy you.
How do we form our perception? From what you see. When you see something is when you want to become it. To most people, seeing is believing. So the images on television has not helped any.
Yes.
So when on TV you see a beautiful woman, you don't know that it's taking money and time to put this person together. It's taking a lot of experiences of this person to put them together. You immediately want to be like that person. It's not going to happen.
Yes.
So this
most definitely.
Year, the best way to start handling this rivalry is just to stay calm and notice that you are who you are within. Who are you within yourself? What is your self-worth? Your self-worth determines how you handle somebody else's success. And he says, do not be what is the covetous?
Covetous, yes.
Do not be covetous. That is a sickness, really. When you see somebody,
sickness,
it's a complete sickness when you covet somebody else's property or being, or it's in the Bible. Because God knows it is really a heavy burden for us to say, oh, I like this person. Okay, fine. I like this, whatever it is. But why don't you convert that into an arrow? Don't use it as a negative force coming back to you. You see a person that's beautiful or doing what you want to do, You admire it first. That's the rule of the game. You must acknowledge and admire it. And so once you admire it, why don't you use it as an arrow and say, you know, that's the force that you have to tell yourself, I'm going to use it as an arrow to grab some of what this person has. You know, you must use it as an arrow. When I see somebody who's doing better than I am doing, you use it as an arrow. You say, oh, let me borrow a bit from that person. I want to be like this person. Don't take it in a negative way. Just use it as a good arrow to say, oh, I identify with this person. This is what she's doing. Let me borrow it. Let me borrow some. Let me learn some. Let me learn some. Let me borrow some. So this is what I think that we should do in order to. You're not going to eliminate rivalry, but if you're smart and you are going places yourself, you know, you want to be somebody yourself, and you want others to support you. So
you won't be looking at other people like, I just wish. Why
you have never walked their shoes.
Why should the only one people recognize everywhere we go to?
You know, why are you thinking for the other person? I don't understand why somebody else would take Panadol for somebody else's headache. You know, you do your own. What is your own? What are people going to say about you? And then why are you even bothering saying stuff about other people?
Other people in the first place.
This is a new year where you should be focused. And whatever you like somebody, or somebody is wearing something beautiful, use it as an arrow and say, oh my God, I love that. You know, we have to teach, because I had to learn all this thinking. We're being brought up in a way in this culture where negativity. Have you heard the men talk in some of these forums that we join? Everything is negative. Then even if the president says, I'm giving every citizen 1 million naira, they say, hey, only 1 million. You know, so the brain has to be taught to recognize positivity first. That's the way, that's how
no wonder whenever anything positive is said, people are beginning to look for, can they just turn it into
because that's the way they've been trained. You have to retrain your mind, and you have to retrain your mind to be calm and to say positive things. I told you I have a friend who's always noticing every negative thing first. So it is not his fault, it is not her fault or anybody's fault, but because we have to train too, to change the way you think. You know, don't say, oh, Tima, but when I go out now, something is going to happen. No. Change your thoughts, because your mind will control what happens. The force is, you know, the universe is there.
You respond to what you're expecting.
And everything God has created is limitless and doesn't cost money. Air is limitless. It doesn't cost money. Well, water, depending on how you want your clear water, shouldn't even cost anything for most people. Water, you say water, air, and everything is so, bountiful. So if those things that you need, that is necessary, is free,
bountiful,
is free, why bother about other things? Your time will come, and if it doesn't come, maybe it wasn't. I don't want to use the word destiny, that it wasn't,
or maybe it wasn't just time.
Maybe it just wasn't the time. Everything is in time. So again, to summarize this, is because there's going to be rivalry. There's going to be rivalry, of course, in sports. You know, gentle rivalry.
I'll look at the case of the two sisters, Serena and Venus, playing against each other.
Those ones were trained to train with each other. They were trained from onset to train with each other. No rivalry. Their father, whom I've interviewed, so their father trained them since they were 4 years old to love one another, to embrace one another, to push each other. So the deal is that you must reprogram your brain to see positivity first. Don't always see something and say, oh, look at this, it's so bad.
It's so bad. Looks terrible.
You're killing yourself with a lot of cells, and you're killing the cells of the brain with cancer, with all sorts of diseases. Learn to see beauty in somebody first. And when you see that beauty, you can
look for something to even admire.
Yes. You must always say, oh my God, look at your skin. Look at how beautiful you are. And then maybe towards the line, if you want to say, well, I will look into this. If I were you, I would. That's how life should be. And once you acquire this skill of seeing beauty in everything, you're going to see life differently, honestly.
It brings me to the issue of beneficial, how beneficial is supporting one another. Maybe women don't support one another because they just feel it will make her more recognized than I am, or what. I don't get the benefit.
There's always going to be a leader. You know, when we were in high school, we formed a group of girls that were about all of us 16, you know, in our lumps and potato bodies, you know, we're just following each other all around. We didn't. But eventually, a leader will emerge. It's just inherent. It will emerge. A leader will emerge. Is that because I'm taller? Or is that because somebody is now blossoming to be prettier? So you're not going to be noticing, oh, her legs is more straighter than mine, and then this thing.
Her skin glows more than mine.
But you all started from potato.
That's true.
You all started from potato sack. So the deal is that there must be a leader. Where is the calmness in you to recognize that you want to be a leader? Okay, but somebody else may be better than you. You know, somebody else may be better than you. So sometimes you take a back step and see that this person, okay, may be better than me. But what are you good at? It's not only one road now. You know, there's a MGM, there's anything in life. There are all kinds of shapes and substitutes. When you see rice, you will see Uncle Ben's, you will see Nigerian rice, you will see
Basmati, Ofada, Abakaliki.
Where's your own Ofada?
And there's 2 rice.
Why would you now say that Uncle Ben's is what you want to
that you want to eat?
Yeah,
at all cost.
You must look for your own way too. You know, don't be caught up in somebody else's success. Where is your success? Because the world is so. I mean, can you imagine how many of us in this world is? We're in the billions. So why are you not creating?
And in Nigeria, we're over 51%.
If you're having a hard time accepting somebody else's success, then you may have to start praying for them, and then start the positive thinking and
attitude.
Using that as an arrow to say, oh, I like what she's doing. Let me create this thing. So create your own substitute, your own original. It won't be a substitute. It will be your own original. So if she's making hair this way and doing with, then you go and do your own hairstyle differently. That's just what we have to train. We're not going to be discussing the problems or law.
Yes.
We should be teaching on how to deal with the problem, so that you too, when you grow, you have people to admire you.
Yeah. Competition can be healthy.
It can be and can be deadly too.
Yes. Yeah. We should push for positive competition.
But that's just the way the world we live in. You're going to see some good and you're going to see some in between. You're going to see, but choose to be part of the good. You know, that's all. You have an option to be part of those whose image or whose brain people are going to remember. You know, once you leave this earth, who you choose. That's why God says He has given us the ability to choose. You know, choose that part that makes you happy. Because you will be happy if you're happy with yourself. If you're not happy with yourself, you're not going to support somebody else.
Let's speak to the men. Let's speak to the men.
The men. What do you want the men to say?
Really? Because one of the places where they they actually hide or lie in waiting for women, because they know that whenever there is something to be done, you want to choose 1 out of 5 women to become something. Don't worry, they will do each other amongst themselves. They will. And that's exactly what they do.
Misconception of what we women.
They will never support each other. Just watch them. They are going to point at the one they want and the one they don't.
That is what That is what has been in history. Cleopatra and I forgot the other lady's name. Queen Elizabeth with Queen of the other lady in Spain.
In Spain.
So the other queen in Spain.
Elena or something.
It's going to always be rivalry. But let us be smarter as women. Once we learn to compliment and see beauty first. I mean, I don't want to be just this prim and proper nice lady and all that.
We spoke about prim and proper.
Yeah, but all these things come to your brain. Your brain is the brain is the worst enemy. He'll be telling you shit that you don't even want to listen to. So maybe we don't have resolutions. I don't have resolutions anymore, really. I just tell my brain, once this thought comes, it's going to come. Now you have to probably tap your head or tell yourself that how do I take it? How does it make me feel? If you look at yourself, if you look at yourself and you're angry at somebody, first of all, if you're angry at the person, forget that person. Take that anger, put it inside of you, and then start looking at yourself and say, how does it make me feel? How does it make me feel? As I'm thinking about it, I'm really getting angry. You know, so your body, you will start noticing all this body movement, and you are if you
suddenly very tensed up.
So how does this hating somebody make you feel? Because you are the
You are the hater, you are the one emitting the energy, the negative energy.
So take it back to yourself. Say, how does this feeling make me feel? I know it's redundant what I've just said. How does this emotion, how does this emotion of hatred, how does it make me feel? But then on the other hand, when you look at the emotion of love, you feel at peace, you feel good, you smile. There's a smile that will probably come first, but anger will just use a lot of muscles in your brain. You know, you're so tensed up you can't even use the toilet. So basically, focus on your happiness, and when you focus on your happiness, it means you must radiate happiness. For happiness to come, you know, for me to give you happiness, I must have
it. You can't give what you don't have. You can't. You can't.
So sad.
You can't.
That, you know, when you go outside and the downfall divers are going, you know, they're so tensed up inside. But I miss all this when I go overseas.
Because nobody's screaming at you.
Yeah, where are my brothers, man? Hey, don't get your Mercedes out of the way, girl. This is the first one. Can you imagine somebody riding on a car that will be telling you,
really?
But I've learned to handle them with love. Honestly, it helps me. A lot of my friends have run out of this country. It's you know, all the negative talks, they just put a lot of dark vibes on this country. If all the women who are beefing just change for a minute, for just one day, try it and say, they're gonna hurt you. People who have not learned to change
will also hurt you.
Will be hurting you.
Will you stay on course?
Stay on course. And you see how that day will go. I've been able to deal with Nigerian nuances because I just say Nigerian factor. Honestly, there's no way you are going to reverse in this country. Reverse when you are driving, there will be somebody or something behind
that has refused to move. Imagine a bike driving in the middle of the road, a bike riding in the middle of the road, and somebody is honking behind the bike, and he's saying,
talk about experiences. A guy, I was in my right lane yesterday, and this man blocked the front. He wants to buy something from the Malam. He blocked my and
he waited for you. Somebody did it to me this week on the 31st. I almost killed the person. In my mind, if I could calm down, you know, I was feeling like, can I just calm down? He was, oh, this man, I'm shaking like.
You know, I like my black belt. I've gotten out before. I've gotten out before when I stripped the man off his shirt. That's the first thing you want to do as a woman. You know, when somebody is like just messing with you. I got out, put my car in park. That was the back, right back, you know. I got out and I pulled his shirt. It was a guard. I pulled his shirt out of his belt. And I promise you, I held it on around it. I said, why are you turning me into an animal? And everybody was like, whoa, Miss Lola, you can get this bad. I said, yeah, because I mean, I can protect myself.
No, something happened to me a couple of days ago. It was on the 31st. I went somewhere around the Lake bus stop around between Abulegbani and Opaja. And there was just this mad traffic for more than 1 hour. I was on a spot. So I came down from the car and I walked down to the... I was livid. You know, I got to the bus stop and I said to myself, let me even see what the problem is. Simply because people have refused to give each other, you know, passage. That was the problem.
I know.
I started controlling traffic.
I've seen it in
and the guys were not like, hey, mama. I was not controlling traffic. Okay, you go here, you pass here. Okay, you wait. Okay, I'm pleading with you.
When is this culture going to get over this? You know, it's just a matter.
And the men, some of the men practically refused to listen, and the women. You know, there was all the, and I was well dressed, and the women were looking at me like, what is she doing?
But the funny thing is, you will do what you got to do, and you move on.
That was it. When the traffic finally got to my spot, I said, thank you, everybody. The car had moved up to me. I entered the car and I moved away. I was just about 1 minute from where I was going, and I waited 1 hour to get there. That was how bad it was. But rather than saying, oh, she did, the men celebrated the fact that I came to, you know, control the traffic, and the women were like, the women were like looking at me, you know, all funny. You know, let's speak to women as we round off right now. What should you be doing as a woman this year? You've highlighted the good parts, positive vibes, positive energy, send it out, admire people, always see the good first. What about their health in 30 seconds?
Health. Oh my goodness. I mean, most of
No, I don't mean the negative vibes and their health.
Oh, I see. Well, that's what we've just discussed. A lot of women, again, if we are not trained, we can't start pointing fingers and accusing our women because they have not been trained. And people are going to be watching this program anyway to say that, oh, I've learned, because this reaches millions.
Yes.
So will they have the patience to say, let me listen to this common sense? It's common sense, and we are saying that your health is very important. You want to be here. A lot of people are living longer lives, and it's not because they're aggressive and they have to fight for everything. It doesn't have to be that way.
Definitely.
Honestly, it doesn't have to be that way. When you
Can
go
be
to school
healthier.
of body language, you will notice that they will teach you how to handle your card just like
Yes, just like that. Yes.
How to
We need to
handle
go. We need to go. All right, we need to go. We're still going to be talking about